Mary Morgan of the Morgan Network. Welcome to Marketing Sense. Today I'm in Portland and delighted to be asking visual artist Blakely Dadson 3 questions about art and creativity. Greetings, Blakely. Tell us about you and what you do.
I'm a visual artist. I make paintings for the most part. I do other things as well. Dabble in a little music. And
I think you're wearing some of yours too.
Yeah, and I make t-shirts. You can see that. And you know, some commercial work a little bit here and there to get a little extra, a little extra cash out of yeah, but for the most part, I make paintings. That's all I do.
Cool.
All day long.
Now for the 3 questions. How do you come up with a creative idea?
It's sort of like something like a sneeze, like it's sort of uncontrollable. Like it's how I relate to other people. Everyone. Most people can see, and they have a response to something that I make, and so I love having people over to look at what I'm making, and everybody sees something different, and for the most part, I think people understand me better, and I understand them better when they start talking about, the things that I'm making. So yeah, it causes a response. I think that's one of the things that gets me excited about creating, to try to do something that might be a little bit, I don't know, like awkward or maybe abrasive in a certain way, and get people to think about things differently. But as far as coming up with the idea, man, I've never really analyzed that until this moment.
That's good too.
Honestly, I've never had a problem coming with an idea. My problem lies more in execution. Like, that's been my life's work, is like trying to get these ideas out of my head. I have so many ideas, it's insane. So they just don't stop. It's kind of, it's just who I am, or how I'm built. So I don't know if I can deconstruct the magic of that, there's certain things that inspire me, and then I can't help but make things about them.
2, can you share with us a story behind your favorite work today?
Yeah, I guess I would say my favorite work is usually the one I'm working on at the time, because that's the one I'm most interested in producing or birthing. Kind of like little babies. Mm-hmm. You raise them and then send them into the world, and so I like this little baby right now. I've struggled a lot with control issues and being really fastidious, and I think there's a time for that, and I've just been trying to become more wise about when to be fastidious and when to just let go. And so I was painting this painting which I call Surrender. It's a little ship getting pummeled by a huge wave, and I had been working on the ship, like tweaking away, and the painting had no energy or nothing, just had no life. And I felt like, I don't know, I was really comfortable, like some good friends were over in the studio talking and drinking beers, and all of a sudden I was just like, I gotta just like do something here. So I just started painting this wave, and it was really loose and showing brush strokes, which I normally like try to stay away from, because I got like obsessed with Vermeer and like how I can't tell how he made those paintings because there's like no brush strokes. And I was like, dude, I'm not Vermeer. So let it go. And then I just started, just going and having fun with it and discovering things in the painting, and the crazy part was that at that time, the tsunami was happening in Japan. And so I got home and I went to bed, and in the morning I woke up and my dad called me. He's like, man, this is crazy. I can hardly watch. It's just overwhelmingly sad, you know? And I'm like, what? I don't have a TV, so I didn't know what he was talking about. And he's like, well, I've been watching since like 1 in the morning. Like there's this tsunami, or he watched till 1 in the morning, yeah. And then he's like, you know, the tsunami hit Japan. And I was like, man, that's crazy. And I got to the studio and I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Isn't that nuts? So I was like, I don't know, it's this thing, and I just felt like sometimes like you just need to give in. I don't know. It doesn't relate to the Japanese, but yeah, that was a bad metaphor. I just thought that's a side story, okay?
Yeah,
that was just crazy that I painted that at the same time. But like for me, it was just like I need to sort of let the painting like speak for itself a little bit, and like not all about me controlling it. But that's why I like this painting, because I felt like it kind of came together, and my friend Bob was like, man, you got to put a flag on that ship. Like, no ships have flags, you know? And this one had a British flag, but it wasn't anything to do with England, so I just took it off. And the reference I was using had a British flag. And so I put a little white flag at the top, and it was like me sort of surrendering all that control, and that's why I was excited about this painting. So
Cool.
yeah.
Last question. What advice would you give others to inspire creativity?
I would say look to something that has nothing to do with what you're making. So I like paintings, but I don't like them that much. I like Vermeer. You know, that's cool. I think it's important to be aware of what other people are making in your field, but I would always say that, you know, to get inspiration from life as opposed to like sort of that incestual, like if you're a musician and all you do is sit in a studio listening to other music and thinking like, I really like that a lot, how can I make something like that? Instead of like taking a road trip and getting lost and writing about that experience. Okay.
Thanks for providing your thoughts, and we'll look forward to enjoying much more of your work. Ooh.